You got a brother that's going to address something that's actually, been going on in the history of America with the folks, how some of them won't say excuse me to a black person. And it's a historical reason for that, but let's, roll that.
Why white people don't say excuse me?
Crazy. My papa told me about this when I was like 18 years ago. Then years later, another OG I know, he told me the exact same thing. This how you know this ain't made up. So back in the South, years back, black folks, they had dirt roads back then, right? So they have on a nice Sunday best clothes because, we was poor. A lot of us was poor. Didn't have a lot of nice clothes. If you was walking down the road and a white person was walking down the road, you purposely had to put your head down. You couldn't look them in the eye or else you was going on the tree, big dog. And you had to put your head down and step over into the mud, you and your family. And that was the rule back then, that you do not have to get out these people's way. They got to get out your way. And they indoctrinated their children the same way. Don't hit me in the comments, oh, that's in the past. No, that's why this stuff's still around, because it's taught to the kids. And that's why when we out and about, a lot of us don't know our history. You can't understand, bro, why these people don't never say excuse me or get out the way. That's why, because they've been taught you ain't got to get out no black person way. They get out your way. So like that comedian said, I purposely will not get out the way. You gonna have to say excuse me, or damn it, we gonna shoulder bump or something, because I'm not moving out your way, but this ain't the 60s. So yeah, little history lesson for y'all.
Now, I'm like this brother in the video. I'm not about to move out your way. Not if I know I'm in the right. Now if I know I'm walking somewhere and I know I'm kind of like in the wrong in what I'm doing, I move. But if it's something like that, no. They're going to say, excuse me. And be honest with you, like I said, I've said this before and I continue to say it. I don't really have too many problems with, the folks like that. I can just have to be honest. I don't have too many bad encounters with them. Now, my wife say, well, look at you though. Look at your size, look at whatever. Most people are not going to just mess with you like that, on a good day. Even sometimes, but beyond the excuse me thing, sometimes they don't want to get on the elevator with you. So, quick story. So about 2 weeks ago, me and my wife went to Chicago and we stayed over there at the Ritz-Carlton, the one off East Pearson, I think that's the name of the street. And they had a white couple. They pressed the button to get on the elevator. I say, shoot, they pressed the button, cool. So me and my wife were just standing right there waiting for the elevator. So, the elevator opened. Me and my wife, who walked in, I know they were waiting. They just looked at me and my wife, and then they just stood there. Now, they were waiting on that elevator, but they saw me and my wife get on the elevator. They're like, oh, we're not getting on there with them. Hey, I'm good. Because you know how I am about that situation? Hey, me and my wife got to be in the elevator by ourselves. That is a blessing. I ain't got to get on there with nobody else. So, hey, if you feel that way, you don't want to be around black people, or you don't feel like you have to say excuse me to black people, it's all good with me. I'm just not going to move out in the way. I'm sure not going to look down or nothing like that. Matter of fact, if you staring at me, because sometimes they'll try to do that to you, but it don't work with me. Like, they'll try to look at you a certain way, and I'll just start mean mugging them. Like, I won't take my eyes off of them until they look away or they look down. I'm the king of that. I know how to do that very, very well. Shoot, man, come from the hood, man. We know about that looking at people and staring people down thing and trying to intimidate somebody. Please, I am not intimidated by none of them like that. No, But like I said, that don't happen to me, too often. And the last time I really had to, make them look down, I never forget this story. I was at the job and they was all talking. And like when they all talk and you can walk in and you feel that energy is off, well, you say, oh, they were talking about something. You know how we are. We are intuitive on energy. And so I had to go in there and get something. So when I walked in and I saw like they all looked up when I came in and got quiet. You getting quiet when I walk in? Oh, you were saying something. So I just walked in, I just stared at all of them in the eye until they all looked down. All three of them, I just kept looking at them until they looked down. And then after they looked down or whatever, then I just switched the energy up and say, hey, how y'all doing? Like that. Oh, we okay or whatever. Yeah, I'm letting you know, like, because, some black people get afraid on jobs when they looking at them. Like, forget that. What they going to do? Oh, fire me? Okay, fire me. I got another job. I'll get another one. Well, I was already working for myself at the time. But I'm like, I'm good. That's the beauty of when y'all have a job, start building your own business and making money. So that way you don't care what they do at that point. But what this brother's saying is spot on. It's true. Black people at one point in time in this country could not look at them in the eye like that. Or like he said, you're going to be up on a tree somewhere. Yeah, it's true. So we've definitely came a long way, and we fought our way out of those issues and problems. And thank God that we come from a people that fight, because you have other people throughout the world, they won't stand and fight. They'll just try to run to another country, like these people do, run to America instead of fighting for their homeland, where they come from. And and shout out to our ancestors. But let me know what y'all think of the brother talking about. Have you experienced some of that? They won't say excuse me to you. Let me know.